Will Smith turned down The Matrix because he thought it sounded ridiculous. Then the movie made over $460 million, won 4 Oscars, and turned someone else into a legend. And his backup plan did the exact opposite. In the late 90s, Will Smith wasn't just a star, he was the star. Independence Day, Men in Black, Bad Boys, back-to-back hits. He didn't need roles, he chose them. So when 2 relatively unknown directors, the Wachowskis, walked in to pitch a weird sci-fi movie, he listened. And this is where everything went wrong. Because according to Will Smith, the pitch sounded like this. Imagine you're in a fight. You jump and you freeze midair while the camera spins around you in 360 degrees. They even said they'd have to invent new cameras to do it. Today, that sounds iconic. Back then, it sounded insane. Smith later said there's a fine line between genius and what he heard in that meeting, and to him, this wasn't genius. It was a gamble. But here's the part most people miss. It wasn't just the pitch. It was strategy. At the time, Will Smith was actively trying to avoid one thing: being boxed in as the sci-fi guy. He had already done Aliens, Independence Day, Aliens again, Men in Black. Another sci-fi movie? That could define his entire career. So he made a calculated move. He said no to The Matrix and chose a different film instead, Wild Wild West. And this is where the story flips, because one of these movies changed Hollywood forever, and the other did not. When The Matrix released in 1999, it didn't just succeed, it rewrote the rules. Groundbreaking bullet time effects, philosophical storytelling about reality, action scenes no one had ever seen before. The industry had never seen anything like it. And the actor who said yes? Keanu Reeves. He became Neo. Meanwhile, Wild Wild West released the same year, and it flopped. Bad reviews, mocked by critics. Even Will Smith later admitted he's not proud of it. And just like that, this wasn't just a missed role anymore. This was one of the biggest movies ever, one of the most iconic characters ever, and one of the biggest what-ifs in Hollywood history. But here's where it gets even crazier. Will Smith doesn't actually regret it. At least, not the way you think. Years later, he said, "I would have ruined it." Not joking, he genuinely believes the version of The Matrix we got only worked because he said no. Because think about it. If Will Smith says yes, Keanu Reeves might never be Neo. The tone of the film changes completely. The cast changes. Smith even said if he took the role, Lawrence Fishburne might not have played Morpheus. That's an entirely different movie. And that raises a bigger question. Did he miss out, or did he accidentally help create a masterpiece? Because here's the truth. At the time, The Matrix didn't look like a guaranteed hit. It looked like confusing, experimental, risky, and in Hollywood, those projects fell all the time. That's what makes this story so powerful, because it's not really about Will Smith. It's about decisions. Moments where something doesn't make sense yet, you trust your instincts, and later everything looks different. From his perspective, he made the logical move. Avoid typecasting, pick the safer film, stay in control of his career. But from our perspective, he didn't just pass on a movie, he passed on becoming Neo. And somehow, that's exactly why this story still matters. Because sometimes, the biggest opportunities in your life don't look like opportunities at all. Like and subscribe.